Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to have a look at what is in this box. This is the Ubiquiti G6-Mini-Dome. This is not a big technical overview. If you want to know how to set up UniFi Protect, you want to see what the footage looks like, head on over to our YouTube channel. That's where you're going to find that type of information. This is about what's in the box. So let's just jump straight in and have a look. So the unit itself is here. We'll have a look at that in a moment. You are going to get a little cloth. This is a cleaning cloth. So that's probably useful to keep hold of. You're going to get a get started guide, which I'm guessing you probably won't take out of the packing. Right, you are going to get a security tool, which I'll show you what that's for in a moment. You are going to get some screws and lugs for hard surface mounting. Show you for those in a minute. And you're going to get some bolts and screws for suspended ceiling or false ceiling mounting as well. You're going to get the plate for the false ceiling, which I'll show you about as it all pulls apart. And you're going to get your drilling guide, where the cable comes in if you're coming directly above, and obviously the holes for the mounting. So let's just start taking this apart. We'll have a look at this properly in a moment, but let's just work through how we might mount this to start with. So this casing, as you can figure, this one is the basically anti-vandal casing you can put on it, but the casing on this comes off. So you'll find two dots on this side over here, which we're just going to push in and pop that side. Then I'm going to push in the button on the other side there. And now that takes the lid off. In here we can now see our screws that can go straight the way through onto the wall and do our hard surface mounting. If we were wanting to put this onto a ceiling tile, then maybe we're going to take this. This is going to go on the top of the ceiling tile. And then where my finger is in the middle, that's eventually your tile through the middle, and then you're going to bolt those through to hold it in place, and that's going to give your solid mounting location. So what else then do we have on the device itself? We've got a little reset over here. We have our PoE in it. This only uses about 9 watts of power, so standard PoE. It's a 100 meg port. You can see that's there where you're going to connect into. The cable then comes back through here and out, so it can obviously come straight up if you want it to. Alternatively, it's going to come out and going to come out of the side here and then along the ceiling, or however you brought that directly in. This does have two-way audio. We've got a light sensor over the top here, and your audio is down here. So then when this is mounted on a wall, then we do have the ability to obviously, or whichever surface you move, to actually realign the camera. Doesn't come to 90 degrees there, it comes quite a long way to that point. You've got a view of about 109.9 degrees. Once you've lined that up to exactly where you want, then you're going to bring your case back on and clip it into place. So, like I said, with these lugs taken out, you can also bring the cable in from the side. There is the lug that can go back in to neaten that up afterwards if you're not using it that way. You have the standard cover which comes with it, probably good for just inside, like normal need for, around an office. If you need something more anti-vandal, remember this is not a waterproof. It will work under the eaves somewhere if you want to. Then align your camera up to exactly where you need. It also rotates that way. So you've got your full coverage of about 70, 80 degrees that way. You've got the twist of the camera that way, and you've got the ability to move it round that way. Once you've mounted that in place, and you're going to choose the covering of your want, use the cloth that's in there to clean it down, clean your fingerprints off it and everything else like that. Bring the case cover over to the top, and this should then lock back into place for you. And then you can use the screwdriver on here to finally fix that back into place. Mine hasn't gone quite as it needs to, probably because it looks like I may have just fitted mine the wrong way around. Yes, I have. There we go. So clip that back into place, and then you can screw with this back in here with the security driver that they give you, so that that's now locked into place and can't be removed. Hopefully that's useful. That's all the items you get in the box. Head on over to our YouTube channel. Got plenty more box openings on network, firewall, wireless, camera security, how-to guides, like I said before, how to set up UniFi Protect there as well. So head on over, subscribe, and stay up to date.